like, dang, man, like, I like this song. And then I said, man, what's the name of this song? And then she showed me. I was like, I listened to that when it came out. I checked that song out, but it didn't sound that good.
It didn't hit as hard.
Yeah, it didn't sound that good that first time.
Not at all.
But what happened?
Because I was thinking I missed something. I was like, no, I've heard that.
No.
I was just like,
Because when I looked at the album board, I was like, no, I definitely seen this. Like,
Yeah,
this came out like what, 3 weeks ago? A month ago, maybe?
Something
Like that. You know what I'm saying? So
but, yeah, that's how it is with some music sometimes. Though it's not like the first time you hear it. You know, sometimes it's
let me tell you a story. Now, this ended up being a good song on its own, but this was around the time where I was just like the pull up on that kid era. You know this story, but I'm tell it for the people. That was like that's when it started for me. That's when I started getting my gap between what the kids like and what I was listening to. You know what I mean? And what was that? Slime Season 2?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I liked the songs I liked. And at that time, I still was into the people I was into. And they was dropping like Nip and Freddie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember me and my Corey went to this kickback at UNT. We went to UNT. And like, that one came on. And I was just like, man. Like, I was introduced to that. And I was like, I listened to that mixtape when it came out. And when I was listening, I was like, okay, that's a jam. But the way they reacted to it, I was like, I guess I wouldn't give it no respect. You know what I mean?
But that's how I am with music, man. Sometimes it's like a feel. And like, if I hear it in like the right setting. And if it's like a song that other people on and they enjoying, and I see them like just moving and like I play off that energy. So if I see them like that, I'm like, okay, well let me, okay, and it just like, okay, I like that song, and it's not necessarily the song, but it was like the context in which I heard it and seeing how everybody was reacting to it.
I remember you saying you was like, you keep songs in your phone that you just know other people like. Like, you know what songs I like, what my core like, what our other friends like.
But yeah, man, that's how it is with a lot of songs. Sometimes you just got to hear them out and about. And that's kind of what I've been missing with the pandemic and stuff. So it's like, I don't just get the pulse. It's just like the crowd and just see how people react to him. Like, okay, now I like that. Because get people moving. I'm an energy guy. I like the feeling it evoke, and I relate that song to that moment how everybody reacts. So now I like it because it make me want to move.
It make me want to move. Yep. And like, that was a crazy thing, like you said, like, you know, and during the quarantine era of the pandemic, I wasn't able to share share songs with other people to see how like crowds of people react to it, and like, you know, that really affects it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially for me, like some stuff just sitting in your house on your couch.
I was like, I gotta hear this outside.
That young boy just don't hit the same.
Man, like Needed, because Needed dropped during the quarantine, right? Around that time?
Yeah, sometime around.
Yeah, like, what's that? I don't know. But anyway, I was like, if I got to experience that song outside, I probably would have loved it. I mean, I like it now.
I just heard Dior by Pop Smoke in a public setting like a few months ago, and I was like, oh, okay. And it was one of them songs. I was like, okay, that's how people react to that.
I was just about to ask, you ever like heard a song like that? You like, oh, that's what that song do. Like,
yeah. Then now I like it because, like I said, I related to that moment where everybody started moving instantly. I was like, oh, okay,
I bet.
That's a song, huh?
No, yeah.
Well, like I say, I was following the rules and was avoiding crowds. So
same, I was locked down.
I didn't know what the energy was when it came to certain songs.
Yeah, that's true. Not to mention, like, I was in New York, so I was on some real grimy. I could sit outside with Griselda and just
take in nature.
Yeah, I'm about to say I could just take in the cold weather, smoking on the porch. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild, but
yeah.
Welcome to episode 18 of the Transferable Experience podcast.
Who we got here? We got your boy Jew. Got my best friend Ed with me. You know what I mean? All the things on all the things.
All the things on all the things.
Appreciate all the support, man. I had something to ask.
Well, we
go ahead. Yeah,
we said we were gonna rank the sauces.
Oh yeah, the condiments.
And we won't include chain sauces. We'll just do the universal sauces to make it quick and easy.
You want to do 5?
Yeah, we can. I think I can get to 5. Maybe.
Okay, condiments. Oh, you got yours?
I'm gonna have to work through it. That's why I said I don't know if I necessarily have 5. I'm gonna just work through mine.
Okay. What's number 1?
I'm gonna go.
Or do you want to go 5? Then up.
I'm gonna go in descending order.
Okay.
You can ascend if you want to.
I want to.
I'm gonna descend though. That'll be easier for me. Okay, so how I am, I don't really use sauce for anything. These are my top 5, but I don't put them on anything weird. Like, you know, some people do like their favorite sauce might be ranch, so they put ranch on everything. I don't do that.
Or like people that dip barbecue sauce on everything.
Yeah, I'm not one of those. I do. I did get put on the whole ranch and pizza thing, so I'll do the ranch with pizza. But
ranches, yeah.
I think my number one. I think my number one has to be, just for the sake of versatility and like it go on so many things, and I do like it. No, I'm gonna go with my heart, man. I gotta go with my heart.
Go ahead.
1 is honey mustard. I'm gonna give 2 to mayo. I'm gonna give 3 to ranch, 4 to barbecue sauce, and 5 to ketchup. I think I'm gonna stand on it. I don't have it, but that sounds about right.
Okay.
Because what I did last, it was ketchup followed by barbecue sauce.
Then 3 was mustard. No,
probably mayo.
Mayo. What was second for you?
2 was ranch and 1 was honey mustard.
That's what it was. 1 was honey mustard. Okay.
I feel good with that one.
I'm gonna go descending to number 1. I'm gonna go hot sauce. Because I use that. Like, I'm not mad if that's on just about anything.
You know, I could never really handle spicy food. Like, it was really bad. Like hot Cheetos were too much.
Oh yeah.
Then I started building up my tolerance for spicy food, and now I'm to the point to where I'll eat something. I'll be like, man, I wish it had a little spice to it, like some spice to it,
just a little kick.
I can handle like regular spice.
Okay.
If it's past that, I can't handle it. Okay, so hot sauce at 1.
Hot sauce at 1. Ranch is 2, and it skyrocketed over the years for me. Ranch has really become a great condiment for me.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go. Mustard.
Mustard.
Barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Spicy ketchup.
Okay.
I like the brown mustard sometimes too.
Mustard is kind of like the whole corn tortilla thing for me. Mustard is just too powerful of a taste for me.
Mustard got a lot of variants.
Well, that's the same about barbecue sauce. Like, literally, there's some barbecue sauces I will eat and some I won't. Like, I don't eat Kraft barbecue sauce. So I don't want.
Oh yeah. Then it's like the thick ones.
Yeah, but see, I'm a KC Masterpiece type of guy. Sweet Baby Ray's is in.
What was I using before? Because I didn't really start using Sweet Baby Ray's to like 11th grade. Before that,
Sweet Baby Ray's is something I think is okay. It's pretty universal in black households, so I've learned to be okay with it.
Nobody's gonna be mad at Sweet Baby Ray.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Sweet Baby Ray, but KC Masterpiece is when I get excited.
Okay. I like the homemade barbecue sauce too, though.
I don't think I've ever had homemade barbecue sauce.
Man, people really just put barbecue sauce on the pot and they spice it up with their own little seasoning.
Okay.
That's kind of what that be. But Sweet Baby Ray's, you kind of always.
But barbecue sauce vary too much for it to be too high on my list.
Like hot sauce, there's a king.
Yeah,
Louisiana. Like there's a king, and then it's like Texas.
Kind of get a little iffy after that.
It's a pretty big drop off.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't really like if you don't have like Louisiana. I'm kind of.
Some people swear by Texas Pete. But Texas,
that's okay, I guess
it's all right. Or like Crystal.
I was just ask about Crystal.
That's that watery
and
stuff.
And then Tabasco,
you scraping the bottom there. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody only got that Tapatio, I'm like, man, that ain't for me.
But see, I mess with honey mustard because I kind of like the sweetness of it, and like what kind of what you pair that with, it can be fire. Mm-hmm. That's why I said I was gonna go ranch because it's like, okay, I use ranch for way more than I use honey mustard.
I use ranch a lot,
but I do enjoy honey mustard. I mean, like I said, pizza or something or wings. I dip fries in ranch. You can do that too with it.
Jalapeno poppers, like ranch is like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said I was gonna have ranch at number one for its versatility.
I also like sriracha. I ain't gonna lie, I like sriracha sparingly.
I'm still getting into sriracha.
I like that.
We just getting to know each other.
Okay.
So we're getting to know each other, man. So it's like,
you see her at the function, you might speak.
Yeah, we getting to know each other more. We don't know each other well. Like I said, I'm just getting into spicy food, and it's kind of different.
That's what I was about to say. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, and it's kind of different. Sriracha to me, like the taste of it, and like it's kind of
that's hot sauce for some people. Like for some people, that's their hot sauce. Like, hey, I got some hot sauce here.
Because I remember at one point, sriracha had reached a crazy popularity.
Mm-hmm. It's very good on some stuff, like pot stickers. It's very good on that.
Yeah, I've had, like I said, I've had it a few times. And
now here's a interesting tidbit. Then we can get off of this if you want to. Although hot sauce is number one on my list, I prefer my spice to come in the form of the seasoning.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't, although I like hot sauce, I shouldn't have to drown it in hot sauce. Mm-hmm. When I had some barbecue in Austin last weekend, perfect. I didn't need no sauce, bro. Like it was seasoned that good, bro. Like I love a well seasoned protein. You know what I mean? Like
that's kind of how I am with if something is perfectly seasoned. At this, it used to didn't matter when I was younger. I'm dipping regardless, but now it's if that mug is just perfection, I'm not even gonna get in the way of it.
And then you gotta,
or I might dip very, very sparingly, but yeah, if it's seasoned well, the protein seasoned well, I'm good.
That's kind of it's funny you say that because some people see that as an etiquette thing. If I barbecued for the cookout and everybody's asking for barbecue sauce, you know what I mean?
Hey, you got some more seasoning? Yeah.
Oh, see, that just hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I remember when I used to live with my dog Kendall, and this was when I kind of really wasn't on the spicy wave just yet, and I cook and stuff, and I see him just Okay. It's like
you can't be mad.
Yeah, it's like you can't do nothing but it is what it is.
And that's why see the sneaky thing is to ask for the sauce. Because there are some people that just go in there and get your Tonys and just do what they sell. Yeah. But the people that don't really want to offend you, they might say, hey man, you got some barbecue sauce or you got some ranch in there?
Yeah.
And it's okay, if we got a party of 25 people and 2 people ask, okay, that's just what they do. But if everybody start asking for the barbecue sauce, I'm like, man, what I did wrong, bro?
It'd be lacking a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And
that is something I never noticed. If it's not really that seasoned that well, then people will start grabbing hot sauce and all this. But then some people too, it's no matter what you do, it can be seasoned to perfection. They still gonna add it. That's just a part of their process.
We have a friend. I know you know who you are.
Because I've seen that as well. Where sometimes they don't even taste it; they just instantly do what they gonna do.
That would be killing me. You put the hot sauce on there before you took a bite, fam.
When people when I see people do that, where they add additional seasoning before tasting, I'm like, it might have been perfect. They made it spicy as heck. Now you just oh man, it's really spicy.
What I do, I take me a little bite. Might take me 2. I sit there, I'm like, all right, I see what I need. I see what I need. And it's funny that we're talking about this because that's kind of what I wanted us to dive into. Because somebody asking for the sauce at the cookout, you know what I'm saying? That's a form of etiquette. That's like something nobody really tells you to do that. You kind of pick up on that as you grow up. And there are a lot of things in our lives that we've learned that way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, like, where do we even get these things from? Like, I don't know. Is it like a courtesy thing? You think? Like, I'm talking about like etiquette and like social cues and things that happen within a society. Like those like unspoken kind of
rules of society.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Am I tripping?
No, I mean, like, there definitely are like social cues and things of that nature. Like we was just talking about, like, if people asking you for like seasoning or something,
yeah,
you gonna say, "Oh, my food not seasoned well."
Mm-hmm.
Or y'all got a gathering and somebody say, "Well, what the temperature on here?" Or
no, you know how people do. Y'all not hot. That's not like they're not telling you. They're not telling you to mess with your thermostat, but they're letting you know.
But I'm hot.
It's hot.
But you know me, I'm always hot. So it's like, I'm not even a gauge. So I
like
don't
if
even
you say that, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's, that's why I was like, if I'm hot, I normally just try to fight through it unless I'm like hot, and then I'll say something. But that's the thing too, because I had to learn, because you can't say, "Hey man, can you go turn it down?" Like,
damn,
can't just word it like that, you know. So that is when I say, "Hey, you ain't hot," or "Hey, what the air on?"
Yeah. My favorite is that y'all not hot.
Yeah.
Y'all not cold in here?
The only one that's a little, you know what I'm saying? Hot or something.
I'm a little sweating, man. I'm sweating a little bit.
Oh yeah, man, I got a sweat going in here. I'm not only one that's...
And usually that be when I'm drunk. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it's things like that. And it's like, I guess it's ways of saying things without coming off as an asshole. Because like a social cue kind of has a little bit of etiquette too.
Yeah, when you don't want to just be completely rude.
You know what I'm saying? Or like you're not trying to make a situation awkward. Mm-hmm. And these things surface in a variety of ways. Like at the gathering, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know in New York the big thing was like people taking off the shoes in their house. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, so I learned to like walk in and just scan people's feet. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it sounds weird, but it's like that's a big thing up there, because you know a lot of them, it's kind of, you know, it be snowing and be murky up there.
Oh, so you don't necessarily want to track all that.
But like they be having like a specified shoes in the
they got like a little rack.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up with people I knew some people that did that in their house, but in like New York, like everybody do that. Mm-hmm. You take off your shoes and they in everybody's house, like. Yeah, I think because a lot of them wear boots out there too.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say if you got like mud, like snow and stuff, you don't want, and it's snow out there. So,
but like at parties though, like it'd be like a Christmas party, and people even there without their shoes. I'm like, damn.
Because I've thought about that. Would I ever make my home like one of those no shoe homes? Mm-hmm. I like people to be comfortable, not too comfortable, but comfortable. You know, so
not comfortable, so that you don't want nobody staying there over the 6 hours.
Yeah, or just, you know. But, you know, like being comfortable, though. So, like, most, you know, down here, that's not like just universally common. Like, you know, some people do that, but it ain't just like widespread out here. So, people may not be ready for that, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
May have some holes in their socks, may not, you know. So, I just like people to be comfortable. But, yeah, that is definitely a social cue, seeing like you see that shoe rack right there.
I'm like, oh man. And you the thing about social cues, you can choose to ignore it. Mm-hmm. Most of the ones that like we talk, like the kind we talk about, like you can choose to ignore it. Like if I sneezed right now, you could very well choose to ignore it, or you can say bless you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember my mama or my daddy or nobody in my family telling me, hey, they sneeze, say bless you. Mm-hmm. I saw somebody else say it, and then I saw somebody else say it, and it just became like a bless you, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I was just thinking about these kind of things and like where they come from and what they stem from. I think they stem from like, especially in the black community. Okay, I'm not gonna act like, you know, there's not two black men talking. In our community, we are very like respectful. We get a respect, you know, to the room. Mm-hmm. Like when you go in the house, like you speak
to everybody.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't fool with nobody that come in and just, you know, just go off to the side and just like, dang,
I'll just say hello to one person.
Oh, bro, that'd be the worst.
Yeah. Like, Now I can understand if you're like at a larger gathering and
but if you come to the crib
like
and it's
30
like
people, that's kind of like okay.
Or you got some people that just do the big wave. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Jude.
I'm gonna say you can acknowledge the room. Say hey, how everyone doing?
Yeah, you could do one big one like that. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to make yourself known if you do that. So
yeah, because bro, black people like to know who around them, bro.
Yeah,
we like to know our surroundings, bro. Like, shoot, I might ask you where the restroom at, even if I don't need to use it. Where the restroom at, bro? Just so I don't have to bother you for the rest of the night.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But like, I think another one too is like, when you go into like a little social gathering at someone's house to bring something,
Oh yeah,
something.
We too old for boys to be showing up.
Yeah, I think that's like a social cue to bring something.
Yeah, or bring what you like.
Yeah, something. You can't just show up empty handed.
Don't come to my house expecting bottles of Hennessy.
Yeah, bring something.
Bring something, bro. Like,
or say, hey, what do y'all need me to bring at the minimum? And then if I say, nah, we got everything, but you got to ask that or at least bring something.
Bring something, man. Yeah. But the thing is, you don't put the expectation out there for somebody to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like go there prepared and then you accept the hospitality, whatever they provide. Because if somebody is opening their home, that's doing a lot right there.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age, you know what I mean? So, shit, if they got some chicken wings up there, that might not be for you, bro. That might be for the crib, or you got to just be thankful for that.
But yeah, there are a lot of social cues like that, just in everyday life.
Like, or like I don't know, like it shows his face in different forms, like when you in a line or something. Like, don't nobody kind of tell nobody to get in the line. It just forms, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a social cue. Like, if there's a desk in a room and somebody sits at the desk, most likely people are going to just form a line in front of the desk if they need to talk to the person.
Or if you're waiting for something, you naturally going to get behind someone if you see that they waiting on the same thing. Yeah. You're not going to go stand side by side.
Yeah. And nobody ever... I laugh because nobody ever say, hey, you can come stand behind me.
Yeah, or you ever talk, hey, man, you always stand in the line when you're waiting for something. Is this something you naturally do and you don't even think about?
And they start that stuff in school, bro.
Yeah, being a line leader and you got to walk in lines when you're young.
Then we walked in lines, bro. Damn.
I say it would always be a big deal if he was a line leader than the
caboose.
The man who had the back door, he was the one who turned the lights off and stuff. He might hold the little fold door or something too.
Did the line leader hold the door? Who held the door?
I don't know.
Somebody used to hold it.
Because it used to be like a big deal, like the order in line.
Yeah, it did. It did. Damn, we had numbers too. Damn. But yeah, that I guess that's kind of where that stuff stemmed from. Bro.
Yeah.
Damn, G.
And then some social cues or stuff that kind of can tie into gender roles as far as you holding the doors open and
for women.
Yeah, and doing things of that nature.
Do you want to be told thank you when you hold the door? I ain't trying to get off into no Twitter topic, but
no. I mean,
I kind of do it off of just reflex now.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm just literally opening the door because I see someone behind me.
Yeah, exactly.
So as long as you close to me, I'll hold the door open, man, woman. I don't, because it's kind of rude to let the door just slam in somebody's face.
Yeah, it is.
Now sometimes I won't catch that someone's behind me because I don't just walk looking behind me. But
yeah. Well, sometimes, like, I mean, some people listen, some people watch, but sometimes I open the door and then, like, I do the thing where I just hold it.
Yeah.
Like, I just have my arm behind me and I hold it and I just keep walking. Like, I do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of like a social cue. Like, normally if somebody walking behind me, I'm going to just hold the door open for them. Like, that's just something I just naturally do. Like I say, man or woman, as long as you kind of close.
You ever had a problem with a social cue? Like, why do I got to do this? Or something, some kind of etiquette that you didn't agree with?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not really. I've kind of been conditioned and just accept all social cues. And like I said, I think like more, like you said, they more so stem towards being courteous and polite.
Right. Or like if I go to the, or if like, I don't disagree with this. I just had a sporadic thought. Sorry. Like another social cue. If I go to the function or whatever, or if I'm going to somebody, my girlfriend's family function or whatever, and they setting up the tables, I'm gonna just go over there with the dudes and start help setting up the tables, bro. Like those little things like that. Like I don't know. I guess that's upbringing. I guess you can call that upbringing or whatever. But like I just always the person like I gotta help out. I gotta
contribute. I don't feel comfortable just sitting there while you see people
working.
Yeah.
Like when I see work being done, I get the natural inclination. Like
that might be a social cue to want to help someone when you see someone doing something.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, especially if
if you somewhere and like somebody just came with a bunch of bags or something. Like, oh, you need some help? They got more bags? Or
yeah. At the other day at the gas station, this girl dropped off her candy bars. I was paying for my stuff. I just turned around, had to pick it up because I don't know. Just try to be a good person. I guess that's just rooted in that, man. And I don't know.
That's definitely a social cue, though. Helping people. I think just helping people.
Yeah. Is that Southern hospitality or that just being a good person?
I've only lived in the South.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that might be Southern hospitality. Yeah. Because over there, a lot of people. They just gonna let you struggle.
I mean, so if it don't have anything to do with them, it doesn't have anything to do with them, huh?
What you had going for this week, man?
Nothing much, man. It's a busy season at work, so makes the day move super quick. Being busy the entire day.
Yeah,
just been doing that. I'm still doing my morning workouts this week. Because I'm trying to cut weight a little bit, so now I'm doing cardio in the when I get off work because I got sunlight, and that's been pretty cool.
So you're doing like a 2-day thing?
I guess kind of work out in the morning and then just do cardio in the afternoon. I'm doing 2 miles right now, which I'm like. You know, in my past life, I ran track.
Come on now. Talk to him.
I was definitely a sprinter. So like long distance, anything longer than 400 meters is a task for me.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I'm at 2 miles, but I just feel like, man, it's so cool. Like I never discover anything like I do from just walking around my neighborhood. Cause like I moved to a new area. I haven't really I go places, but I haven't really just explored. But like I run because I don't like running on a treadmill. Like that's just a drag to me, and it feel like it takes forever. So I go like running because I just running in the same places too. I don't like running in the same place. I got to go out and see stuff that help me.
Yeah, I got to get into one
place. It was pretty cool. So in the midst of that, I ran and that was my first time. It rained Monday, so Tuesday I just ran on the treadmill Monday because I had no choice. But Tuesday, I went out and I just started running. And I was like, well, once it say a mile, I'm going to just turn around and run back. And I was running and I just picked the direction to go and was running. And then I actually ended up stumbling upon a really cool little trail and workout area where I could actually work out at. Because I ran a mile. And was dead. I was like, okay, if I keep running it continuously, it won't be of any type of quality. So I kind of was just getting my breath, and people kept walking by me and going this direction downstairs. And I was like, well, let me see what they all going to, because everybody had on workout gear and stuff. So I followed them, and lo and behold, it's a bunch of stairs right there, a nice little trail right there. And I was like, I always knew there was a trail, but I didn't know how to access. I didn't know I had access that close. And then I was like, it's the perfect distance because it's literally a mile away. So I can run there,
work out,
do a little lower body workout, then run back.
And then that'll be
and it's like a perfect mile. And I was like, man, it's just some stuff you just won't discover unless you go explore out in the world. And that was real cool. I just like looking at like scenery anyway. So like I said, it was like stairs and stuff, so I can
get your little.
Yeah, man, that's all you need for a good lower body workout.
I was about to say
some stairs. They had like flights, so it was.
And it's like set up like it's like designated work area, or is it like a walkable area?
Well, no, the Trinity Trail is right there. That's a renowned trail, but I didn't know I had access to it that close to where I stay.
I think I've drove past that.
Yeah, you've seen it for sure.
Yeah, I did.
Massive, but yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, man, but I was really hyped about that I discovered that. I was like, man, I can, come out here, and because I didn't know really how to access it, or I didn't know I had access that close. I thought I had to go like far down. I didn't know it was in walking distance. So that was like my little discovery of the week, man.
That's cool, man.
Like I said, I like that kind of stuff. That it was just like I forgot how much I like being outside. Like the pandemic reminded me, like I like being out in nature, even if I'm just walking.
Yeah.
Just because being indoors and within walls and
make you feel trapped,
and it's just like it just become your like. Then that's all you do every day.
This can't be my world every day.
Yeah, it's just inside. Yeah. You inside it. Well, I'm inside at work. Well, I'm inside at home. Go to work, be inside, then go back home and be like need something to bust that up a little bit, man. So I like being outside, fresh air, and
that's kind of funny. You're kind of like the complete opposite of me. Even though I like being outside, I work outside.
Yeah,
like on a daily basis. I mean, so when I do get home, it'd be like, whew. But
I get to be indoors and relax.
Yeah, get the cool out on me. Excuse me. But also, I do get to a point where it's just like, dang, I feel like I'm just working, coming home. Let me go break out and do something. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's where mine comes into play right there. Interesting thing I did this week, I bought me a suit, man. Got me a nice little suit for a good little price.
Never go wrong with a suit.
Man, got my bargaining on, man. Talked them down, price, doing some shades, a tie, a handkerchief, all that, and the alteration. All for one price, you know what I mean?
You can't beat that.
Man, bro, it was pretty cool. And like, I know we spoke earlier this week on the phone about it, but I was telling you like how I lost most of my clothes in the Hurricane Harvey. So it's kind of been nice, and it really put my wardrobe in perspective. Like, I don't really have to wear clothes to work because I have like a uniform, but it's loose. Like, if I need to wear something else, I could. But I just started looking at my closet, and I was like, dang. I'm gonna keep that dude number because I definitely gotta get my wardrobe up. I gotta get me some more slacks and stuff like that.
I do like jobs where there is some type of uniform. It just take away the thought in the morning. Like I don't have to be like, well, when did I wear this last? Or let me try to. When it can just be like, okay, which color company shirt I'm gonna put on, and
especially if you work by yourself like me.
Yeah.
So even if it's the same, like if I got two black shirts. They don't know I'm rotating those two black shirts. I'm just keep wearing that, or I just wear what's comfortable, bro. Like,
it's like I'm here to work. It's not for pleasure.
It's like and I be
whatever.
I be sweating and stuff. Now that it's warming up, man, we finally getting some sun. It was cold. Yeah, it was rain for a long time, man.
I'm gonna say it still rained Monday, and I think we got more rain coming too.
Oh, for real?
Damn. Yeah, it's brutal, and it's like weird because it's like I want to go get my car washed.
Me too.
But at work, my car just sit uncovered. So it's like, like to what avail? Like if I'm getting it washed, it don't really like do anything. It's just gonna get right back dirty. So it's like I'm kind of just trying to wait it out and see.
No, it's good, man. Go ahead. What you
no, go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to take a turn.
Turn.
Okay, well, I do got my uncle's funeral coming up this weekend, and I was talking to my significant other, and I was just talking about how like it's a bittersweet thing because it's gonna be sad, like the actual funeral is gonna be sad, but like after the funeral it's gonna be a party. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we got family coming in from out of town, out of state. You know what I mean?
People probably hadn't seen in
a long time. So it's like, I don't know. I've been having this because my girl asked me. She's like, "Are you nervous for the funeral?" And I ain't just had a lot of close deaths in my life outside of Reggie. Rest in peace, Reggie. And that was what 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? When Reggie died or whatever.
2010. Yeah. So
2010, about 12, coming up on 12. But anyways, I was just thinking to myself, like, nah, not really. But I'm excited to cause I'm a person, I like gatherings and I like people coming together for a common cause.
Yeah.
Like this weekend is gonna be different from just a regular Saturday. Everybody just glad to be off.
Mm-hmm.
But this weekend we're actually gonna be celebrating the life of my uncle, and we're all gonna be. It's gonna be more of an emphasis on family and togetherness.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a great time. Like I'm excited to have my whole family there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the funeral, it will be sad, but what happens after it is what's going to be what I look forward to. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I kind of preparing myself about that. One day we're going to talk about grief on this podcast because it's like a step-by-step process.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and grief doesn't always got to be with death. You know what I'm saying? You can grieve like losing a job or losing a dog or moving or something like that. And I think this week I've been preparing. I've been like pre-grieving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if something like, man, my uncle, he lived a good life. Now he's moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And like, I'm glad that I'm able to do that because this is the first time I'm being tested like this. You know what I mean? With a close family member dying. So, yeah, that's kind of what's been on my mind this week, man. Just like grief has been on my mind. Mm-hmm. Like, am I doing this the right way? Am I doing it the wrong way? Is it all going to hit me?
Yeah. Do you feel like it hit you yet?
Well, it hit me a little bit. The day after they announced that he died, I was sad.
Mm-hmm.
And I did cry a little bit. But then after that, it was just like, I just accepted, like, okay, he's gone. That was like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
I think that's the part about getting older. It's like, when you're younger, people that pass away, well, I guess it's all circumstantial.
Mm-hmm.
But if you blessed or / lucky enough, people that pass away are more so like older, more distant. It's like you knew them, but y'all didn't really share too many experiences.
Yeah, exactly.
But it seems like now that we're getting older, like these are people I knew and got stories, and stuff with, and it's like it just hit harder, and man, you just start to. For me, you just start to like really appreciate like life, and it's not a given, like. And that's kind of how I approach life. It's like, it's not a given. Like, I'm really happy and excited and surprised and thankful that I get another day. Cause
cause
people die younger than us or at our age every day.
Every day, like right now.
It's just like, I think when you kind of take that approach, you kind of start to appreciate life more and people and realize, and like you kind of start to like, stop looking at stuff from like such a micro standpoint. When you see your loved ones, you start looking at it more from like a macro, like, man, they was here for this and this. And like, I'm just so glad I get to see them one more time.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
kind of be more cognizant of like what you say and kind of like how y'all end, like how the conversation, you try to end it on like a positive, loving note.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you think,
you never.
So it's like, let me just spread love and show gratitude and appreciation for people that I love while I can. That's the approach I take these days, because it's like we getting older, and that means that people that's older than us are getting older.
What it do? I was just about to say that. What it do for me, it makes me realize how much of a life I've lived already, even though I'm young. And it makes me realize, like, dang, like, every interaction I have with somebody that, like, I love or something like that, like, I have to handle it with care. Because, like, life is just so, as monotonous as our days sound, and we come on this podcast and say, I did this week, and some people like, okay, that's what he do every week. Mm-hmm. You really just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like today can be the last.
Yeah, or everything can change with just a snap of a finger.
You know what I mean?
What was your normal may not ever be your normal again.
It can change completely, bro. And your whole standard of understanding life is just shifted. You know what I mean? Like, and it was crazy, man. And another thing is, because even last weekend, my cousin graduated college last weekend. I went out there, I kicked it with him, and he was asking me. No, him and my sister are the same age, and they was talking about their classmates, and I just hear him like, "Dang, like such and such got married, yeah, and such and such got like 2 kids now, blah blah blah." He was like, "Dang, man, like we was just in high school," and I was like, and they graduated like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I was like, "Shoot, I graduated almost 10 years ago."
Man, I really been like looking at life in totality and stuff, and
that's what I'm saying
lately, and be like, this is where I am. Like, where do you like want to be? Or like, just like looking back on your life and be like, dang, that much time has passed. So like,
yeah, I think about like Sandlot games. Like, dang, that we was all like 16.
Or I'd be like, dang, I was like, because like for me, like I felt like I felt every year, but then like 25 to 28 was just like kind of all blurry into each other.
It has.
Because sometimes, because I always joke, people ask me like, well, how old are you or something, and I say, and I'd be like physically or mentally, because I feel like time just like I don't know, it kind of just blurred to me, and like I don't live my life like, okay, I'm this age, so I'm supposed to act like this. Like that's like, I don't know. Like I'm just figuring it out and just trying to better myself and improve every day. So I don't know. I'm just trying to be a better person. So I don't know. I went off on the tangent, but yeah, man, I kind of just like, I just kind of been looking at life and like, well, dang, what were you doing from this point to this point, and like, what you trying to do? Or you, is it like just enjoyable and like kind of just like where you want to go in life? And I just kind of just been thinking about life and stuff.
Same, bro.
Then it's like you start to like you say, you kind of look at other people's lives and you see that milestone and be like, man, I remember that milestone.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah. Exactly.
It's like, okay, so they don't know, but now you got to go through most people got to go through that weird period after you graduate. You got to go back home and then figure out what's next. Most people just don't have a job lined up.
Right.
Or if you do, now you got to like, just, you kind of just start thinking about, oh, they don't know, but this is what they about to go through.
Yeah.
And just like the little milestones of life. And you be like, man, life is so interesting.
And it takes so many turns, bro.
Yeah.
It takes so many turns. Like, I've done some things, worked some jobs that I never thought I would do. You know what I'm saying?
I had that moment today. I was like, and like I say, my life, it just changed so much, like just over the course of a year. Because as I was working today, I was like, man, never in my life a year ago did it even cross my mind that I'd be doing what I'm doing, or at a completely new job. Like I didn't even think about, like, it didn't even cross my mind. It's just like. Life is just like,
I start to scare myself with the thought of, will I ever just be tied down to one thing that I'm doing? Yeah. I don't think I will, bro.
Yeah, I think,
and that's the scariest thing.
Yeah, because I always, like I said, I always look at some people and I'd be like, they just so sure, and they know like, this is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life here. This job. It's just all kind of locked in, and at this point, I just
go.
Yeah,
I just do it.
Yeah, but it's like life is constantly changing for me, and for the better.
For the better.
So, and it's just like because I said that to myself, that I was like, man, I'm just along for the ride, because I don't know. Like, that's why when people will be trying to make like long-term plans and stuff, I'd be like, man,
you better than me.
I can't do that.
I can't tell you what next week gonna look like.
Like I can only forecast for like a month or two, because it's just unpredictable, and you never know. Stuff come about and whatnot. So I always admire people that can stick to a plan, and because like I said, I had some loose plans in my mind, and then the next year that completely shift, and gotta figure some stuff else out. And then like, and it's just, that's why I say like, I think that from that 25 to 28, really 24 to 28 for me, it was like, cause every year it changed. So when it's like, okay, I think I'm gonna do this and get this set up like this, then the next year's like, oh that changed now. And
I was literally just about to say, I think every year from my 24th birthday to my 27th birthday, I've lived in a different place and was doing a different job. Now that I think about my 24th birthday, my 25th birthday, my 26th, and my 27th.
Yeah.
27th, I was out here in Dallas. 26th, I was in New York. 25, I was back home in Orange. Just got back from California.
Yeah.
My 24th birthday, I had just moved to California. Like all 4 of those years, different job, different place of residence. Like, and I was just like, dang.
But at the same time, man, I feel like this is the time where we can
experiment.
Yeah, we got like the luxury to be able to like just move around, and it don't really just affect as many people as if you got an entire family and kids, and at that point you kind of got to be a little bit more stable. But yeah, man, I just be thinking about that, like life and how it's just constantly evolved and stuff. And it's like I see some people's lives where they got the job right out of college and they've been there and they done moved up in the ranks, but that's where they at. And I'd be like, and that's the thing about life too, is just like, it's all a matter of perspective. And like, for somebody else, my life might stress them out because they're like, well, I'm trying to plan, but it keep changing. But But me, I'm just like, I like it. Like, I like to experience different things in life, and I don't want to just have just one experience and only know one thing my entire, you know what I'm saying? Like, like that's how it was back in the days. Like, people will get a job out of high school and stay there till they retire. And it's just like,
and that's what they did.
Yeah. And that was like normal. Like, that was like the common thing. Well, oh yeah, my granddad worked at DuPont, but or somewhere else for 30, 25 years and stuff. And
straight out of high school.
Yeah. And it's just like, nah, that's not my experience.
Another thing I was looking at. Go ahead.
But no, I was just about to say, but I like the way my life is now, where I'm young and get to experience different things that way. It's kind of like I never have to wonder what if, because I went into the what if, and got the experience that.
Another thing that I saw last weekend. It's so funny because my 2 weekends, I had my cousin's graduation. He's closing the chapter, going on to the next, stage of life. This weekend, I got my uncle's funeral, closing the chapter, going on into the next phase of life, whatever you believe that to be. And the connotations to it, although on the surface level, they're different, but they're still in the same. Because we celebrated his life last weekend. Man, you done so good these last 4 years. You put your work in. He's an athlete, blah, 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 blah. Like, you deserve this. Your life's work has got you here. And boom, you deserve what comes next. This weekend, we're going to be celebrating the life of my uncle. Like, you put your work in. You've lived your life. You ran your race. And now whatever you done, you're going to get your payoff, whatever happens when that curtain closes.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be met with jubilation. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was tears of joy last week. There's going to be tears of joy this week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It just, this been a crazy month for me. It's been a very crazy, hectic month for me. Like, but
and for me, kind of related. It's always like, normally whatever you're doing, you be so focused on the end. Yeah. But then when the end come, you just think about when you was just in the midst of it.
Man, and then it feels so sweet.
Yeah, and in retrospect, you just it seemed like you were just so comfortable and like it was just nice. But in real time, you was just worried about the end.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you was focused on and working towards. You wasn't just.
You weren't taking the time to even.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of like just try to do, because I had kind of experienced that in like just undergrad, where I was just like, man, I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to get out of here. Can't wait to get out of here. Then when you at the end, you be like, oh, dang, man, I could have
did that
and stuff, or just been more present and not just so focused on the end. And that's why now I try to put an emphasis on just enjoying the journey and like appreciating every day, because it's like when you look back on it, these are the times you're gonna find comfort in, you know, be like, yeah, man, I remember we used to do the little podcast every week. We had to switch up the days, but we get it done and go after work and like just. But like I say, when you always working towards something, it's like sometimes you won't be as present, and that's just something I try to focus in, because I know when I look back on it, these gonna be like what I smile on.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, like
in the end, all you really have is memories.
Come on, bro. Don't do that to me. Don't get me sentimental. But I also agree, because you know, like day-to-day grind is a day-to-day grind. Yeah. You kind of get into a little autopilot. Some, you know, you kind of hit a phase where you just on autopilot, and it don't really feel like nothing. Don't feel like you're gaining. Don't feel like you're losing. You just feel suspended, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said, but when you look back, you're like, man, I really like that.
Yeah. That's why I always like.
That's why I'm glad we got this podcast.
Yeah. And I always tell myself too, it's like I'm working towards a better tomorrow.
You know, second bar from that boy.
Yeah, maybe like, you know, may not move the needle significantly, but as long as you're moving it every day, eventually you're gonna look back and be like, oh, okay, that's where I started. Okay, I'm making some leeway.
Yeah, for real.
So like, yeah, that's why I say I'm like super intentional on like just appreciating the moment that I'm in and stuff, because
I definitely feel like I'm on the cusp of another, I don't even know what to call it, but like I'm about to switch it up again. You know,
about to transition into like another phase of your life.
Yeah, I'm about to transition to another phase.
Yeah,
because I was thinking about that, because you know, my brother just had his birthday, and my another brother's having a birthday, and Sheldon Lee's birthday today. Happy birthday, Sheldon. You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday, Lee.
Happy birthday, Lee. Happy birthday, man. And I was just thinking, like, dang, and my girl, you know, I got my girl and stuff, and we be talking about it, like, dang, like, not that I feel like things about to get serious, it just be like, this next phase of life. It's
kind of like the natural next
progression.
phase.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm stepping into it. I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm like putting my foot through the door, but like I could see the door.
But yeah, that's, you know like, and that's people that were your peers around you, like close to you, start families, and then that's when I start to be like, okay, so how it was, it'll never be ever again, because it's a new phase, and just like I said, then you kind of go back and you realize the moments and stuff, and be like, okay, but you know, this next journey is a beautiful one too. So life is really interesting, man, and I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of twists and turns. Some stuff I expected, some I didn't. I definitely, when I was 16, 17, definitely thought it was just going to be a walk in the park.
I don't even know what the heck
then it's like, you know, at 28, I feel like I'm just getting my legs under me.
Exactly.
Not necessarily running, just getting my legs under me.
Like I'm just standing.
I'm standing now.
Yeah, I'm standing
like that's
now.
how I feel right now. Like I'm standing.
I would say at 27, this is the most self-sufficient I've probably been. Yeah. These last 2 years for sure.
Like I said, that's good though. As long as you know, keep working and progressing, that's all. I feel like that's all life is about. It's just progression and just keep, you know, bettering yourself.
Just keep putting the goal in front of you.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just even if that goal is to read a book a week, you know what I'm saying? You keep a goal in front of you, it's gonna take you somewhere.
Yeah, something, man. Just like I said, just always working towards a better tomorrow.
Yeah,
whatever that may be.
Exactly, bro. Nah, you ain't lying, man. But I'm looking forward to this weekend, man.
Yeah, man. I hope you enjoy it, and it's a good time. And
yeah, I'm excited.
It's a lot of love in the air.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be that, man. I'm kind of, and that's the last point I wanted to make, because I was looking at my lineage, like how you saying, like we're getting older, so the other people are getting older too.
Yeah,
and it's putting that, like I've always been big on family, but this is making me even like more. I've been having a lot of thoughts on family lately. Just like family I got, the family I want to have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How we're transitioning, and like I don't know. It's just been heavy on my mind lately because that's how you were brought into the world. That's who you share your blood with. Like, your genes are shared by these people. Like, that's your kind. You know what I'm saying? And so I just been like because our hometown is like 5 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I just got my car, and I kind of went down there like 3 times this month. This weekend to be the 4th, But it's like, dang, like that's a lot of driving. Like, what am I sacrificing out here and where I stayed to go home?
Mm-hmm.
But it's all been for good reason. And it was like, man, that's my family though. Like I can't. I don't know. I'm not gonna like shortchange experiences and memories with my family just to sit in my apartment for a Saturday and sleep all day or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, man. That was just a wild thought. I just had to get that out. But
well, this has been episode 18 of the Transferable Experience podcast. Remember to do all the things on all the things, and we will talk to you guys next episode. Take us out, Jew.